Forest, and the knock coming out from Example. A beautiful spray. The trade from Americano, though, onto Example, as Alia now trying to get some utility out, and they're being shot now from a distance from Forest.
Always backstabs coming through, and Munto able to get this one down. Example, yet again, Na'Vi just cannot find their way to the late game with all 4 people up. Even when circles go in their favor, there's always a stab coming through from behind.
Zenith going down. Menuda and Americano still alive here. It's not quite over again with Forest harassing Na'Vi from the high grounds. It might be able to buy D plus Kia some sort of opening to maybe get a little more damage out, but even off to the east, we now see the fight between Question Mark and E-Arena.
And one of the big reasons why we're seeing all these teams fight so close to one another is because once again, Expendables on the southern side has taken so much control down towards that south, so no one can really wrap down in that direction. That's why we're seeing 3 teams here on top of each other. 2 teams on top of each other in the northwest. They've effectively just forced everyone, cramped them up towards the northern edge of the circle.
And they still have so much control off that circle shift there. You see Duck Juice in that the double 2 stories there, as they're gonna now start to push out. All you're gonna find the knock onto Munto, and they desperately need to get rid of Forest, as now here comes Americano. And he's gonna find the knock on Alia as well. And Na'Vi now getting sandwiched to death.
Mortars are raining on in as well. That's what you get when you claim terrain. That's what you get when you make space for yourself. Look at the mortars flying on forward. Not hitting a whole lot, but sure as hell causing chaos and commotion between these players.
Still 2 up though for Na'Vi, as they will be able to recover somewhat. As now it's a 2-on-2-on-2 here on the north side of this circle. Meanwhile, over here, we have Question Mark taking the fight to E-Arena. And this has been a fight that's been going on for a while now. Trades coming from both teams.
It's been brewing. It's been brewing for a long time. Pilfers does go down as a burning vehicle comes across. We just add a little bit of cinematic chaos to this already very chaotic end game. As you said earlier, we're going to force everyone out into the open. And with every shift, we're shifting out every single tree that is left to play in this circle. Dante does find 60, so we'll see if they can maybe make a play or at least get Phil first up off of that knock.
This is such a disgustingly open circle. Probably one of the most egregious of the day, I would say, is...
We have 7... No, me too, that's a bad click. We have 17 players alive. Only Expendables are inside the circle.
And Expendables are about to start spreading out. As you see, 2 members there. It's going to be Tan Vu as well as Duck Juice. But there's nothing to kill. Everyone is taking care of each other.
The entire circle. No one else is in. Now Americano has just stepped his foot inside the circle. Welcome. We're at, I don't even know, we're at 24 minutes. And we've got, I mean, we got 10, well, and a half player alive. This is, I guess it's a perfect finish to a super chaotic game.
Yeah, this is actually a little bit more of a break for us.
To some extent,
as this has been a ridiculous game, but yeah, this is a symptom of just how absolutely open the circle. We've seen circles end to the southeast of range, shooting range before, and they're always just so difficult to keep alive.
Now the solos will fight for third, but in the end it's most likely, or should at least be, a Expendables versus a Question Mark finish here in this one. Americano sprays on through, out of bullets he is, as he swings it over to the mini 987, make that nice headshot, comes through, finds Melman, and now I think he's realizing as well that it's probably me versus the world, and not that that means he should die by any, like just forfeit it, because there could be a misread somewhere. It could be 4 teams alive, so might as well just drone it on out. And you know what? I mean, if somehow Question Mark opts to wrap south, if they start a fight early with Expendables, because they're starting to flex out as well, Americano might just get to creep in from behind again. If we're predicting end games, if we're trying to best the previous matches, Americano wins this game.
That would definitely be...
With a pan throw.
With a pan... Okay, now you're just getting greedy. But yes, Americano, I mean, he's still very much, especially as you said, if the team of Question Mark wraps south. I also want to point out how much more important this game is for Question Mark than even D plus Kia, especially, obviously, the Expendables. They're fine.
Also, yeah, exactly. The Expendables, they've been chilling for a good while. Question Mark, not quite so much. So how much time have they had to actively track the leaderboard? Do they know that it's a 4-man Expendables and a solo in D plus Kia? Or are they maybe thinking they could be 2 for D plus Kia? Because they're very, very respectful of the angle up towards Americano. Now, of course, there is also the potential that Expendables could peek on over, but you can see Question Mark very hesitant in trying to make a play. So maybe they're thinking it's a 3-2. They're up against another 4-1. I would assume that they know, since a lot of the kills on D plus Kia came from question mark.
But
even then, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like if they knew it was a solo, they probably would have been a little more aggressive pushing towards that north side. Yeah, but I mean, even if it is a 3-on-2, they are still playing this fairly cautiously, putting Best of Luck down to the south. But again, that angle is just being covered so well by the Expendables.
That was the angle, that was the scout to secure the area for them. And now question mark is running right into the open arms of Expendables. They're tracing this entire journey into the compound. Out they go. The good thing for question mark is the entirety of Expendables have left the compound. But here comes the nades. Here comes the push from the team from APAC.
And Tadboo getting in a beautiful spray transfer. And this team is just continuing to dominate the field.
There is just no stopping these guys. They're on one. Never have I seen a team play with this amount of confidence. They're spreading out. They're claiming absolutely everything for themselves. They come off of the first Erangel of today, 12-kill win. Now they're looking at finding a 9-kill one if they can get Americano here, which you can only imagine that Delvin with the FAMAS in hand should be able to do.
Americano, I don't know if he's looking at him. Oh, he's just shooting him in the back, and
it's GG.
That's gonna be GG. What a performance yet again. Wave that flag with pride, because the Expendables have been absolutely unstoppable here in day 2.
We talked about Cerberus. They kept outperforming. They were